Hi, I'm Addie Reynolds, and today I'm going to be making zeppelini. So zeppelini are Lithuania's national dish, and what they are is they're little potato dumplings that are shaped kind of like a Zeppelin balloon, hence the name. So as I said, they're potato dumplings and they've got like a meat filling typically. And the reason I chose to do these is because my roommate is Lithuanian, and just last year she went to Lithuania and actually tried these out and really liked them, so I decided I would try and make them for her. So we're going to start making our meat filling. In our bowl here we have a 1:2 ratio of ground ham, that's the one, and ground hamburger. And then we also have half of a diced white onion here that we're going to add in. Alright, and then we need 1 egg. And some garlic and pepper.
A little more. Okay. A little more. There you go.
Okay, now we're just gonna mix this all up. Now we're gonna start making the dough for our zeppelinis. Over on the stove, we've got half of our potatoes boiling, and we're gonna mash them in a little bit. And then here, I've got the other half of our potatoes, and we're gonna finely grate them. So if you don't want to be grinding potatoes forever, you can also choose to use a food processor. I would highly recommend doing so. So now that we have finally grated all of our potatoes, we are going to squeeze all the water out. So we'll take a handful of our potatoes and put it on this cheesecloth here, which is a double layer. And then you're just going to gather your cheesecloth like so, and squeeze all the liquid out. And once you do this, you're going to end up with a dough-like mass of potatoes that's squishy and has no water. Alright, so we just finished squeezing out our potatoes, so here's the dry potato dough, and we're left with this bowl of potato liquid. We're going to dump that out now. And now, in the bottom, you'll see we have potato starch. So we're going to take this potato starch and add it into our potato. This will help the zeppelinis to stick together and not fall apart when we boil them later. So potato starch, like cornstarch, is a non-Newtonian fluid. And so what that means is it's a liquid when it's just sitting there, but if you put force on it, it'll be solid. Fun fact. Here we have our 4 mashed potatoes that we boiled and mashed earlier. And to this, we're going to add our dried out potato dough and the starch, if it comes out of the bowl. And you just want to mix these all up, and this is what's going to be your dough that forms your zeppelinis. This is our final potato dough mixture with our mashed potatoes and the dried out potatoes and the potato starch. And so I took about a cup of it here, and we're going to start assembling our zeppelinis. So first, you're supposed to squish them out. And then we're going to put about a 1/4 cup or so of our meat mixture in here. See if I can measure. And then you just want to gently kind of wrap the meat up around with your dough. Just gently forming him into a little zeppelin-like shape. Make sure you seal all the holes up. One zeppelini. Look, it's a change of scenery. So now we're gonna take we've got our water boiling here, And we're gonna carefully place our zeppelinis into the boiling water. Very carefully. We're gonna let these sit for 25 minutes now, and while we're doing that, we're gonna start cooking our bacon. We have about half a package of bacon that we've chopped up here that we're gonna add to our pan. And then we're also gonna take some of the extra onions from our meat mixture and add those into there to get that nice onion flavor. It's okay if a little meat gets in there too. These are our finished zeppelini. They're a little bit lumpy, having to do with our slightly not completely mashed potatoes, but overall looking pretty good. Hi!
Resident Lithuanian here, and where she got the inspiration from. It's a little side note, you can't eat Lithuanian food without copious sour cream and copious dill. Hence the huge piles of bowls.
So yeah, we're gonna test these zeppelinis out.
Let's go. It's jelly, that's good. Oh, the potato part's really thick.
Tastes like potato.
That's the right taste.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Put some sour cream on
Mmm. The sour cream makes it.
I'm telling you, you can't eat Lithuanian food without it.
Honestly, the lumps aren't so bad. Like, because they're still soft potato. It just looks really deformed.
It's the right texture though. It tastes right.
That sausage inside, really good.
Classic sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Thank you.
I approve.
Review time. So overall, this recipe took way longer than I thought it would, especially like because I didn't have a food processor or like a potato ricer, so just grinding the potatoes took forever on its own, and then just all the boiling different things. So very long process. The recipe came out pretty good, like they tasted really good, which I was happy about. Didn't look quite right. Could have done a little better job mashing my potatoes. I think if I were to try this again, I might try using like box mashed potatoes to get that smooth consistency so that your dough's nice and smooth, because we did have some issues with some of them falling apart, which I think was due to the large chunks of potato. But yeah, overall, not too bad for my first try. Keep trying to boil over. I don't know if you can see, but they're just like flying. They look like little like dolphins or whales.
Megan.
The good ones,
The not so good ones. The aftermath. We did some damage. And all the sour cream.